Hello, I'm James here for a run of one of the Tools Hobby practice models 250703, a sheet metal keyhole bracket. For this run, we'll be using OnShape's sheet metal feature, as well as the associated flanges within those features. We'll also be making use of the really neat feature within OnShape, which allows you to sketch directly onto the sheet metal model. It saves a lot of time in having to do separate sketches for the cut extrudes on this sketch, especially having done a couple runs. A lot of the geometry we'll be using is stuff that you wouldn't get through the first look at the technical drawing, and so wouldn't really make sense as an unseen run. However, it makes a lot of sense when doing it in a speed run, having done it a couple times. We'll get started on things in 3, 2, 1, go. So just coming up with the basic geometry here, thickening it, and then begin our flanges. Using a hold line here is really helpful. And is a lot when you're doing runs after having seen things you've done. Generally, when you're given the dimensions, though, using the outer is quite helpful. Partial flange here. Now we've got that basic geometry. We're going to begin sketching on the sheet metal itself. Make sure to use these two edges on the side, otherwise we won't get that cut extrude there. Make sure to show this off afterwards. Last feature here is the slot. Extrude that, it'll automatically cut extrude. And there we have it. Done in 135.29. So that's the model. Once again, a little bit of it is a bit weird, so especially looking over here at this part. So you're initially given 7 mils apart, and coming up with that number doesn't make sense to do on an unseen run, especially the offset of 35 from the bottom. Instead, you're given that the offset is 4 from this part. But just in terms of entering the numbers, it's quicker to just write that offset instead of doing the offset from entity, which is a feature within OnShape. But especially doing those sketch from the surface of the sheet metal itself. Once again, also something that doesn't quite make sense doing it unseen, because you do have to sketch to the bend edges and can't actually sketch to, say, this bottom plane here. Nonetheless, that's the run in 135.